I want to quickly share with you today something that's helped my workflow go to the next level. If, like me, you're working, recording, writing in a small space, you lead a busy life, you've got loads of things going on, then you want to be able to get into your space, hit record, and go. Anything that slows that process down is a barrier to going and being productive. Well, if that sounds familiar, then you're recording any amplifier whatsoever, whether that's guitar or another instrument. Then I'm going to share something with you which I've recently purchased that has sped up my workflow and removed another obstacle. It would be remiss of me not to mention Phil from Bleak District Electric Pedal Company, who suggested this one recently. So the eagle-eyed of you will have noticed in a lot of the videos from where I shoot, there's a nice amplifier sat generally behind my head. But the unfortunate reality is that when I'm up here and I'm in a bit of a rush recording, oftentimes I'll just go straight into my DAW and I'll record audio out of a piece of software. In fact, I haven't recorded a YouTube video through my Fender Deluxe amp for possibly the best part of a year. And come to think of it, anything I've recorded musically with any of my bands has also been through something like Nord DSP plugin. Well, that's got to stop. I've got a beautiful amp that I really like and spent a lot of time kissing frogs before I got to my Prince Charming. And it's just sat literally on the shelf looking pretty in the back of videos, which is nice, but a bit of a waste of money and a bit of a shame in my opinion. In and around this area where I am right now, if I zoom out, probably can't get the perspective, but I've got a desk right here, I've got another desk right here, and I'm kind of trapped in the middle and usually have a guitar here and a microphone here and pedals here and all sorts of stuff, as well as lighting and cameras in front of me. So I'm kind of enclosed in this space. And the reality is, if I was going to record my Fender Deluxe amp, I'd have to have a microphone stand here and I'd constantly be having to mess with wires and cables and all that sort of stuff. So there is a solution to this problem, something that you'll often see on amps in gig venues. And when I was over with Phil a few months back, he made a suggestion around my workflow, which I've been and acted upon. So I'm going to share it with you now. Oh. So here it is. A rather strange looking contraption. It is an amp clamp. This one is by Gravity, not sponsored. Please sponsor me. So the whole purpose of this is that this attaches to the amplifier via this sort of spring action here. Rubber feet either side here so it doesn't damage your amplifier. And then you can just angle and position the microphone wherever you want. So your microphone just slides into there. Then you don't need a vertical stand getting in the way, hitting the back of your chair, hitting my guitars down here. That moves around all the time. This is just a permanent fixture. My microphone's a permanent fixture and it's plugged in, ready to go. I just need to hit record. So I think we should put this together. See what I mean about being cramped? It's just an absolute pain. Lighting gets worse as we get in the corner. Let's stretch this out, and then that's going to get trapped and clamp and pushed in by the rubber pads either side. So let's get that done. You'll adjust the height of it dependent upon where you want your microphone to go. So that's probably the next thing that I should do, work out where I want my microphone to go. Turn on my trusty torch. What would we do without the torches on smartphones? No idea. Are you liking this video? I've got to turn the light off to see where my cone is. So I know that my cone is slap bang in the middle, and I want to be not there because I'm going to be using an SM57, which is quite bright. And I want to be sort of probably 2 inches to the left of the cone. Let's try that, and we'll angle in slightly. Unscrew that. There you go. So unscrew the end, slide it along, screw it back together. So now we need to get the microphone out. There we go, SM57. So we're going to put that in. Looks like you have to put it in first, so we're going to slide that into there like so. And that, again, that moves. If you want it to tilt or angle that, you can do so. So it's sort of sliding down a little bit. We can make that out. Figured it out. So on the end of here, there's a little screw, and you can actually clamp it in, and then I assume trap it in and then tighten it so it's really tight. So I think that's what it's going to do. It's going to clamp in there really tight. So let's give that a go. You have to clamp it to the amp first and then attach the arm and clamp that. So I'm going to clamp it to the arm first. I want it about there, so it's the right height. You need to move this in so it's pressing against it tight, like that. And now tighten it, like so. So there we go, that's done. Time to cable up. End A, so that's going to go in there. And then I'm going to feed this around the outside, the outer edge of all my kit, so it's tucked away very nicely and hidden. And then that's going to go down the outside and behind my door. Go, so that's gone into my input 6 on the back of my Focusrite. Let's do something that I never do. Let's go straight into an amp. That won't sound brilliant because it's coming through the microphone on top of my camera, but anyway, it sounds lovely in the room. So an amp clamp. It might be good for your workflow, it might be good if you're out gigging as well. Hopefully at least one of you's found that useful. I just thought I'd share it with you. If you want to join me every week for new videos, then hit subscribe down below. I post here every Monday and Wednesday. I'm also over on Instagram. Not many of you join me over there, which is a shame. Just search Nick Rees YT for YouTube, Nick Rees YT, and I post a load of behind the scenes, in the moment recording stuff every week. So yeah, consider subscribing. I'll put a link here somewhere for something a bit more exciting and interesting around pedals maybe. Anyway, thanks for watching today, and I'll catch you on the next video. Hi!